Asian friends here? Yeah? Clap if you got some Asian friends, yeah? Be honest with me, who all thought I was that Asian friend for a second? Come on. Somebody raised their hand back there. I was out there, and somebody actually came up to me and was like, are you? No, different guy. This happened to me recently. I was at a bar, and within the span of an hour, I got mistaken for a different Asian friend. Not once, not twice, 3 different times. My drinking was getting outpaced by the number of times I was mistaken for a different Asian guy. Come on! And that conversation usually goes the same exact way. Guy comes up to me like, you Steve? Nah, man, I'm not Steve. You're not Steve? Nah, dude, I'm not Steve. You look just like my friend Steve. Are you, like, accusing me of not knowing my own name? Like, what do you think's gonna happen if you ask me, like, 4 or 5 more times? Eventually I'll just be like, yeah, I am Steve. You're right. You got it. I usually like to follow that up by asking, like, all right, what does Steve look like? It's the same thing every time. Oh, you know, he's got black hair, tan skin, small eyes, and that's it. If that's what you think Steve looks like, there are literally billions of other Steves out there. Like, I want to be with this guy when he goes to visit China someday, just like walking around like, oh my god, there are so many Steves here. This is insane. And usually they kind of like try and apologize afterwards too, you know, like, so sorry, man. I'm not a racist. I don't think you're racist. I think you're socially retarded, but... And also, a little bit racist. Not like offensive racist, but like diet racist, okay?
So I'm gonna be honest with you, a lot of people think I'm gay, and I'm seeing. I just saw a girl turn around like, oh my god, he's right. Like, that was amazing. And that happens so frequently. That's what we're thinking. And I'm not, and this hand is not helping me right now. I understand that. Should I glue it down? Just slow motion, slow movements. But no, I'm actually not, but it's very weird because people ask me like, are you gay? And I'm like, no. And they're like, oh, you just don't know it yet. What? That's not the right response. Like, that's not, I don't know why that's, it's not like it's a progression. Like, it's not like I wake up on Monday and I'm like, there's about a 15% chance of penis today. Tuesday's 20%, we're rocking this week. Like, that's never happened. Actually, recently, I'd love to say that like this doesn't happen. I have gotten hit on more in 2016 by guys than girls. That's not fun. That's not depressing. But recently I got a number from a guy, and in the like message he wrote with it, he says, "You're pretty cute." Okay, hold on. Like, not only like am I getting told that he assumes I'm gay, but I have an asterisk by the cuteness. I don't like that, bitch. I am cute. Just give me the whole thing. Don't half-ass that with me. I'm not ready for that. Oh, so I live with a bunch of guys right now. I live with... Oh, shit. Click. Anyway, I live with 6 guys right now, all of who are heterosexual. Turns out recently, so first of all, we probably aren't supposed to be living together, but I'm moving out shortly anyway, so it doesn't matter. So Grand Rapids has brothel law, which means if you are over 4 people and you're not living in the same family, you can't live together. And one day we had an inspector come over, and I'm like, okay guys, get out of the house, I'll talk to him. And sure enough, it was like 30 minutes, he'd inspected the house, and my dipshit friends, all 5 of them, come piling in through a car, and it's just like, oh no. And he looks at us, and he's like, you guys know you're breaking brothel law, right? And I looked at him straight face, and I was like, dude, look at us. There is not a chance any woman is going to pay us for sex. And he straight-faced looked at all of us, judged each one of us by our sexual, like, caliber, I suppose, like, and just goes, you're right, and walks out, and that was it. I'm more offended that way. Fucking find me. Just like, I'm just offended. Damn.
Let you guys a little know about myself. I turned 29 last week. Yeah, right? How did this white guy from a nice neighborhood make it this far, right? No, I turned 29. So this is about the time in my life where I have to come to terms with the fact that I'm never gonna look like a full-grown adult man. He's forever gonna be a stocky little boy really who's trying his heart out up here, you know? 29. A lot of my friends are getting older. I'm not getting older, I'm cool as shit, but my friends are getting older. They're like getting married and stuff. Is anybody married in here? Yeah, alright. Either, yeah. One guy hasn't given up. Okay. Yeah, you're right. That sounds like it sounds like the worst idea, honestly, ever. I asked a lot of ladies why they would want to get married, and most of it is just straight cash. Right? They just like, yep, all that cash, all that sweet, sweet cash. Which makes sense, right? I get that. Like, if I was in the other position, I would understand that. But like, as a guy, I do not understand why I'd want to get married, right? Like, it doesn't make sense to me. Especially because, like, over 50% of marriages end in divorce, right? Right. So me getting married is like flipping a coin to see if I lose half my shit, right? Right? And I really need that $200, so like I don't... No, but I am 29. Basically means I got one more year before this shit stops being cute. You know what I mean? Like, I gotta really get my shit together, you know? Get a bank account, you know? A second pair of pants. Stop doing the smell test to see if my underwear is clean or dirty, you know? Like, I gotta be a grown-up. Oh, you guys all put your dirty clothes in the right bin. All right, whatever. Yeah, I just don't get that shit. It sounds like an awful idea, honestly, marriage. I'm supposed to spend 3 months' salary on a ring that a bunch of African kids died for.
2 months.
2 months, yeah.
It's only 2 months. That's bullshit.
This is like a guy with a disappointed wife over here. Whatever, I don't get that. All right, we'll move on. Any you guys on Facebook at all? Right? Yeah. All right. Most of you are liars. That's cool. One of the things I don't get about Facebook is like the inspirational statuses I see on Facebook a lot of times, especially because they're usually from some like really hot girl in her 20s. All her pictures is just her having the time of her life on some dude's boat. It's like, oh, you mean to tell me all I need to do is get rid of all the negative people in my life and follow my dreams, and then I too can blow a dude who has a boat? Like, I wish I would have known this years ago. I love boats. Like, well, there's one inspirational status I see on Facebook a lot that doesn't really make sense to me. You guys might have heard it. You guys ever heard fall down 7 times, stand up 8? You guys ever heard that before? You never heard that? Fall down 7 times, stand up 8. It's supposed to mean keep failing, keep trying, and eventually you'll succeed, right? Kind of makes sense that way. But fall down 7 times, stand up 8. Just mathematically, that does not make sense at all. Because if you fall down 7 times, you can only stand up 7 times. And then you're stood up. So like, unless you start out on the ground, how did you get on the ground? That's another fall right there. How is this supposed to help me get in this dude's boat? Is what I'm trying to figure out. I really want to get in that boat, you know? There's some weed smokers in here. Any weed smokers in here? Weed smokers? Yeah? Let me ask this. Any cops in here at all? You're a cop? You legally have to say, I asked into a microphone. I know my rights. You can't. I like to smoke weed. Actually, you smoke weed a little too much. I got in trouble with weed, and the state of Michigan made me go to addiction counseling. Yeah, you're right. That is ridiculous. Person who giggled. That is a ridiculous thing. Yeah, addiction counseling. Addiction counseling is where they put you in a room with people who are addicted to everything, right? Like pills, hard drugs, alcohol, and they make you sit in a room and talk about your addiction and how it affected your life, which is all well and good. But when you're in a room with those people as a weed smoker, it is very hard to compare stories. Because they go around the room, right? Ask everybody how their addiction affected their life. They go to the cocaine addict. Cocaine addict's like, I lost my family. I lost my house. Could have lost it all. They go to the heroin addict. Heroin addict's like, I OD'd 3 times. Could have died. Come around to me, weed smoker. Yikes. I have an extensive sweatpants collection. It's a couple weeks I was eating entire bags of Chewy Chips Ahoy and binge watching Designing Women, so yeah, my rock bottom was trying to return a red box to an ATM. So I don't think our problems are the same. I think we have different issues. Are you guys into vaccines at all? No? Some of you guys are anti-vaxxers? Alright. Well, I'm a pro-vaxxer, right? We can just, yeah, I'm so brave. But let's just say that Jenny McCarthy is right, about vaccinations. Let's just say she's right? And with all of her medical knowledge acquired from her years on MTV Singled Out, she has done all the required research necessary to determine that, vaccines cause autism, right? Let's just say that the second female lead from the movie Basketball has been in the lab to do the research, and she figured out that, the whooping cough vaccine causes autism in children, right? Let's just say that's true.
It does not.
Let's just say, because I just said let's just say, so let's just say. Let's just say that's true.
Get vaccinated.
All right, dude. Let's just say though that it's true. That's my point. Let's just say that it's true. And then maybe just have confidence that I will bring this around at the end. Let's just say that it's true, right? And the whooping cough vaccine causes autism in children. Let's just say that's true. So what? Who cares if the whooping cough vaccine causes autism in children? Autism is way better than the whooping cough, honestly. So what? The kid freaks out if you don't set the table right. He's also not coughing a deadly cough from the Wild Wild West days on you right now. No one on the Oregon Trail died of autism. Mostly diarrhea-related deaths. If the whooping cough vaccine gave you diarrhea, now we can talk. Maybe this is a real thing, but who are you gonna believe with this whole vaccine thing, right? Who are you gonna believe? Canadian vape spokesperson Jenny McCarthy, or 100 years of us not having the whooping cough? Either or. See how I turned it around at the end? All right. I watch porn. You guys watch porn at all? All right. Again, you guys are liars, so that's cool. I watch porn, not crazy a lot, not over. I don't overdo it. Just 10 minutes a day, once a day, every day for the last 16 years, right? That's not too much, right? I said that on stage at a show one time, and some lady in the crowd goes, 10 minutes, ha! I was like, yeah, 10 minutes. I'm by myself. Who am I trying to impress? not lighting candles and playing Jodeci. I have shit to do today. That was a lie. I didn't really have anything going on that day. But, did you guys hear they had to fire Jared from Subway? You guys hear about that? Yeah. I mean, say what you will about what he does in his personal life. He was really good at selling sandwiches, right? Like, you got to separate the art from the artist, is what I'm saying, right? Like, he may have done some stuff that we don't agree with, but he was really good at holding up those large pair of pants. You know, so, whatever. But yeah, they fired him. Subway fired him, so they hired a new guy. Right? It was this actor named Tony Hale. I don't know if you guys know him. He played Buster on that show Arrested Development. He's a nerdy guy, bald, wears glasses, chinless, kind of looks like a turtle without a shell. So basically, Subway replaced a pedophile with a guy who looks a lot like a pedophile. Like, I talked about Jodeci earlier. There was a great reference I had earlier. I like R&B music, but one of the things I think about R&B music is really funny to me is all those songs are like men singing to women about like how good or how long they're gonna have sex with those women. That's a lot of pressure to put on yourself as a guy. I don't know why you would do that. That doesn't make sense to me. Because eventually you're gonna have to have sex with that girl, and if it's not as good as that song, you're kind of shit out of luck. Like, so if I was an R&B singer, my songs would be a little bit different, right? They'd be a little bit more realistic, a little bit more achievable, right? If I was an R&B singer, my songs would be like, yeah, you're gonna walk fine after this, girl. We have plenty of time to fit this in before you gotta go to work, baby. You are barely even gonna know that I am in there, shouty. You know, it's R&B hits for the video dude. Alright, my name is Wayne now. Thank you guys.
My friends freaked out when I came out to them. They were like, "Oh, so you want to be a girl then, right?" Like that's. I was like, "No, I don't want to be a girl. That's weird. I'm not trans. Like I'm gay." You know, like I happen to have a wonderful relationship with my penis. I consider my relationship with my penis to be like an Irish Catholic relationship. No matter how much I abuse it, divorce is not an option. We are together until death do us part. Or cancer. Whichever comes first. You know, like think about it like this though, you guys. Like think about it like this. Let's say you and your best friend both really like playing video games, okay? And you both have a PlayStation. You go over your friend's house. He lets you play with his PlayStation. You don't have to learn any new buttons or anything. You just know how to use it. But then like when you go home, you still have a PlayStation that you can play with.
Oh, hell no, no.
Sometimes you guys go online, play with each other's PlayStations that way. Like, why would I trade my PlayStation in for an Xbox? That doesn't make any sense. I gotta learn a new controller, like all the buttons and everything. Xbox Live keeps crashing. Suddenly video games have become much more complicated than they need to be. Why would I do that? But yeah, I was in the closet through my early 20s and living at home with my parents. And you know, being into older guys, it kind of made it hard to like have a guy come over and like cover it up, because I couldn't exactly just be like, "Oh, hey, mom and dad, this is my new friend Walter." Walter was in the neighborhood picking up some prescriptions, so he stopped by. We're gonna go in my room and play some PlayStation for 18 minutes. I mean, I don't know, maybe it could have worked. You know, I'm sure we would have probably just sounded like we were playing Street Fighter. just been like, hoo, hoo, ha, hoo. Perfect. All right, thanks, guys. That's my time.
Rissy found a nice way to, or at least a good way to meet nice, caring people, is just to walk through a dog park with an empty dog leash, just fucking sobbing. It works. And I was walking through, and this girl comes running up to me, and she was, I was already kind of over the whole, I'm looking for my lost dog thing, and she was like, excuse me, can you tell me where LA Fitness is? And I laughed so fucking hard that I slipped a disc in my back and like spray shit right in front of her. And it was at that point I decided I needed to lose a little bit of weight. And so I followed her to LA Fitness for a pretty safe and legal distance. And she had the yoga pants on and no drawers underneath. That's God's creation right there. And I follow her, and she uses her little necklace thing and gets through the door, and I just sat there and shook the fuck out of that door until some little white guy with bright white spiky hair that hated sleeves came running up, and he was like, can I help you? And I go, no. And kind of kept shaking the door. And he goes, are you a member? And I go, no. And just kind of kept shaking the door. He goes, well, you have to be a member to get into the club. And I go, I want to be a member. And right then, like 75 of his fucking clones fucking come out the woodwork, and they swooped up right in front of me, and I picked the first one because first come, first serve. It's America. And we go off in this little side room that has double mirrors because I know they're all on the other side of it fucking making fun of the fat guy. And he starts talking to me, and he's like, what are you trying to get out of your workout? And I go, not fat. And he goes, okay. And he goes, well, do you have any goals established? A goal weight? And I go, 2 years ago I was 296, and when you weighed me I was 293. That shows hard work makes dreams come true, right? And he kind of sat there with the same dumb look. And he was like, no, like a goal weight. And I started thinking about it, and I was like, a goal weight. And I was like, yeah. Fit in the coffin. And that's literally it. That's my fucking goal. I want the standard 6 pallbearers. You know what I mean? I want the fucking 3 men riding aside, taking me to the fucking Holy Land, man. And I don't want that fucking 7th and 8th fucking pallbearer that your fat fucking Uncle Morty had. Everyone in the back's talking shit like he is dead and drained out of every fucking fluid in his body. It still takes 8 fucking people to carry him to his grave.
I've been working out a lot lately and trying to eat better, and that's a joke that I wrote. That's not real. I would like to lose some weight. I don't like looking like John C. Reilly fucked Hagrid from Harry Potter. It's not a cool look to have, right? I don't know. I like when you say you want to lose weight. Everyone that has ever lost a pound has a fucking tip for you, right? Well, let me tell you what I did. I had a friend who was like, dude, just keep a meal journal, man. Write down everything you eat every day and you'll keep yourself in check. And I did that. It just looked like a book of last meal requests from death row inmates. It's fucking horrifying. Speaking of things you eat and what it does to your body, I just read an article. I may be the last person in the world to fucking find this out. I read an article that eating pineapples and drinking pineapple juice will make a man's semen taste sweet. Yeah, did you guys know that? Yeah. So when your girl's trying to get you to order drinks with pineapple juice, you know what the fuck is going on. I didn't know that. That makes sense. Pineapples are sweet. Pineapple juice is sweet. You know, it makes sense. If that's the case, mine tastes like PBR and ham water, probably. I'm just kidding. I've tasted it before. Tastes tastes exactly like PBR and ham water. Identical. Looks like PBR and ham water too. It's like yellow and clear. I don't know why. And I can fill up a pint glass with it. I don't know if that's normal or not. I don't know. Anybody here try online dating at all? Yeah, a couple people. Yeah, I saw the Farmers Only commercial in my hotel room earlier on TV. I know what you're doing out here in Grand Rapids. I think online dating is going to be the death of romance. I do, because I think like our first exposure to romance when we were young is that story that our parents tell us of how they met, you know, and how we came to be. You know, I remember when I was a kid, I asked my mom, I'm like, Mom, how did you and Dad meet? You know, how did you get married? What happened? My mom was like, this is a great story. Sit down. Your dad used to race cars in the 60s, and I used to go watch him with my friend. And I'd see him wrenching on an engine, pack of cigarettes rolled up in his sleeve, hair in his face. And I said to my friend, one day I'm going to marry that guy. And this past March 18th, they just celebrated their 46th wedding anniversary. Yeah. That's right, don't clap for that, because they hate each other. They're toughing it out though, they're doing their best. But they're still married. But dude, those stories are gonna be way different in the future. You meet someone on Match.com or Farmers Only, you know what I mean? Those stories are gonna be way different. One day, your kid's gonna be like, Dad, how did you meet Mom? How did you have me? What happened? How did you get married? What happened? It's like, son, sit down. This is a great story. I saw your mom's picture on a website. And after several creepy messages filled with sexual innuendo, she finally agreed to go on a date with me. And I asked her, what set me apart from everybody else? What made me so different? And she was like, she thought it was so sweet that I waited until the third message to send a picture of my dick. So don't let anyone tell you that chivalry's dead. And even though your mom was not as hot as the picture she put on her profile, we were a 96% match, and you can't deny fate. That's fate. That's fate. Well, that's a fine story to have. It's better than the story my daughter's going to get. One day my daughter's going to ask me, Dad, how did you meet Mom? How did you guys get married? What happened? And I'm going to be like, well, we got married because of you. You know, your mom got pregnant, and I thought it was the right thing to do. Boy, was I fucking wrong. That was not the right thing to do. But if you look at it from my point of view, it's all your fault in the first place. That's all on you. At least you're going to have something to talk to your therapist about this week. All right, that's it for me. My name is Ray Howfield. Thanks a lot, guys.